IBO Weekly News live at 5 p.m. every Thursday, giving you the updates on Arise for IBOs. If you would like notifications of when we come live, then like and subscribe, and you will get them. All right, let's hop right into it. Today, we are going to talk about several different issues as you see up here on the board. The first one we're going to tackle is client information, which would be the clients on the portal. So currently, there are three clients on the portal as of about 10 minutes ago. I checked. So there's three clients being offered. And as we've seen over the last month, it hasn't been probably as exciting with clients as some would say, but we have had a bit of an increase in the amount of clients that have been available and the length of time that they've been on the portal. So if you haven't logged in a few days as an IBO, there are three clients that you can currently recruit for on the portal. The next thing we're going to talk about is issues with the PC scan failing. Over the last 24 to 48 hours, there have been a plethora of IBOs saying that their agents were failing the PC scan when trying to enroll in a client. So this has not been put out as a global issue, shall I say, but I did go to partner support a few times because you guys know we have to sometimes get different agents to get to the bottom of the answers. But they did say that it had been reported several times and was a known situation that was happening. If your agent's continuously having that issue, you can refer them to tech or partner support. Depending on who they're getting, though, they may get the runaround. Um, if it's, I said, something continuous and they want to ask for an escalation, they can do that. They do have a right to ask partner support to put in an escalation if their issue's not getting resolved with who they talk to. But I do want to say that it has been continuously reported and it's not officially a global issue, the PC scan failing, but it is a known issue that is happening with some agents. It's not everybody, but there are a good amount that it's happening with. So if you get a bunch of them, I would, as an IBO, make a list and then go to partner support yourself as well as sending them to get assistance with that. If you have any questions today, too, let me open chat. You can put it in chat for our FAQ segment. All right, next, and I saw this in another group posted, and I was asked to also address this because I'm guessing it's an issue that's happening, is servicing non posted hours. Currently, in some certification classes, when your agents or yourself you're going to service, you may have instructors that are telling you to go ahead and service even though you're not logging the time in Starmatic. And if that occurs, you definitely want to request an email from that instructor and let your agents know this as well. Requesting an email from that instructor indicating the hours that are supposed to be serviced that are non posted. In general, you are not allowed to service if you're not scheduled to service, but we do know that every once in a while, they're trying to get away from it, but every once in a while in certification, you will be asked to service without having those hours posted. Anytime that happens, definitely get an email from the instructor. What happens a lot of times is if that type of situation is followed up with pay issues. Um, if they're not posted in the portal, then they may or may not get paid for that time. So you do need some sort of evidence that you were told to service during that time so that if you have to file a pay dispute, you can and you have that email evidence. All right, so that's the non-posted hours and any other time, especially outside of certification, do not service if you do not have the hours posted. They could, if it happens too often, they will terminate your SOW for time fraud. License insurance agent survey. So from what I saw, it didn't look like everyone had it in their portal because a couple of my agents didn't, but a couple of them did. So There is a survey in the portals right now for license. Arise has the possible opportunity to get a client that's looking for licensed people. And so if you're a licensed insurance agent that's life, and there's a couple other options in that survey, go ahead and take that survey. It's in the right hand side of the portal, in that box that gives you the updates, is where I saw the survey at myself. But especially if you do have licenses or anything like that, or even an interest in a client like that, go ahead and submit that survey. It is helpful for them to kind of know, client wise, coming on the platform, if this is something they're going to have to actively go out and find people that are not on the platform already for, or if we would have enough people on the platform to fulfill the need for that client. That's the purpose of those surveys. So it is important that we fill those out to help them out on that. Referral incentive, a new email went out last week. Referral incentives are now $200. They fluctuate between 200 and 250 usually, but the referral incentive at this time is 200, and there are terms and conditions attached to that. That is the referral incentive that Arise pays you for an agent that you refer. Now, do know that they don't have to be under your IBO for you to be able to get the referral incentive. You give them your CSP ID number, and they'll put that in when they register. And even if they come on as a sole proprietor, they can put your CSP ID in, and you can still, if they meet the requirements, get that $200 for that agent. So that is another source of income that you can do as an IBO, is getting, of course, your agents to sign up with your CSP ID, but also letting, sole proprietors that are signing up that may not come under your IBO, you can get that money for them too for referrals. Any questions so far about the client information, the issues with the PC scan failing, the servicing of non-posted hours, or that licensed insurance agent survey that's in the portal currently? No? All right. We're going to keep it pushing. I've been getting this question a lot for the newer IBOs, asking what IBO documents do they need to have when they start recruiting. And so I'm about to give you the list of documents that you need to have, and then I'll let you know the ones that are helpful that you should have. So as an IBO recruiting an agent, you need to have an ICA, which is an independent contract agreement, detailing the agreement between your company and that agent. If you are recruiting for 1099 agents, in that contract, you definitely need to specify that they are independent contractors. Any fees that they're being charged needs to be specified in that contract. That contract needs to have an end date on it. So you'll need to send this contract out repeatedly, right? It needs to have an end date in that contract, amongst the other details of your company. So that's your first document. An SOW, you need to have one of those. That's the stand. The SOW, Arise will give you one to sign that will be between your company and Arise for that agent. You should also be having your agent sign one as well with your company. The SOW is the statement of work. Now, if you are okay with doing legal stuff, you can copy Arises and tweak it to match your company's needs, but you just want to make sure you cover the legal aspects for your company, because Arise does not do that for your company. They cover it for theirs. So you'll need that SOW. If you are paying via ACH transfer or something like that, you need a direct deposit form for your agents. If you're using like a Square, Gusto, GigWage, Intuit, or something like that, they'll collect that information. But you do want that direct deposit form. I always recommend on your direct deposit form, you have that primary method, but you also add a location for a secondary payment method. just in case something goes wrong with that primary, you can still pay your agents. So it could be, a PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, something like that, but a secondary option. You want to have some sort of welcome packet detailing your pay dates, referral incentives, information on your company, again, detailing that they're independent contractors. A welcome packet, welcoming them into your company. You'll want to have that. And lastly, you'll want to have, if you're planning on delivering their 1099s electronically, you will want to have that authorization to electronically deliver um, the tax documents agreement. You need to have them sign that before giving them 1099s electronically. So make sure you have that. And then their W 9. You need to have a W 9 on file for every agent in your company servicing. So those are the documents offhand that you need to have. Um, you can create them yourself. Chat GPT can help you with some of them. Um, if you don't want to create them, we do have a document bundle that gives you all of that and a few other documents that you can use. So you can do either one. You can go in Canva and make it however you want to do it. You can do it, but you need to make sure you have those documents that you're giving them when they're at least by the time they start certification. Those documents need to be signed and in hand for you. All right, so we are going to move forward with that, with the FAQ, because I know we have 3 more minutes, and I see a bunch of questions in chat. Agent failed background check. You were told they would have to wait 48 hours. 48 hours for what? Because if they failed the background check, unless they failed because information was incorrect, then at that point, like 48 hours is not going to reset that for them. If there was something in there that was incorrect, they may have to wait that period to update it. But if they failed it and it was accurately failed, that 48 hours is not going to help them. Oh, to sign on to a different program? Did partner support tell you that? So they can sign on to a different program, but all of the programs require background checks. Now, a couple of them check for, may have a more extensive check. The only way they would qualify to work another client after failing a background check is if they're going to a client that requires, I guess, per se, less of a background check. Like the banking client has a real extensive background check, and some of the other clients are not that extensive. But depending on why they failed, it would depend on if them trying in 48 hours would be worth it to them. With direct deposit, where do we see how we pay them in Arise? So Arise was going to give you an invoice that will be under your documents section, and actually you should have the new invoice now. Go under documents, and then you'll see where it says invoices, and then you can open that up. Arise will let you know what agents they paid you for, their minutes or intervals service, as well as how much they paid you for the agent, and if there's any incentives or anything like that. They'll deposit one lump sum into your account for all the agents, and then you will break down from the invoice they give you how to pay them using whatever payment process you have set up. She failed the identity check. So yeah, I mean, she may be able to try again and be okay if it was inaccurate information. She usually can reach out to them as well. But like I said, that 48-hour period may be what she has to wait to update. Any other questions? No problem. All right, y'all. Lastly, we have 60 seconds to spare. Lastly, mark on your calendar, we are having our annual Arise IBO 2024 training, which you guys know is free to all IBOs. most of you are here because of the YouTube trainings. That annual one will be October 23rd through the 27th. That whole week we'll be putting out training classes and different documents and things to help you grow your IBO. So our annual Arise IBO training 2024 virtual IBO success week will be happening the 23rd through the 27th of October, which is also our birthday, our company birthday. So you'll be seeing a lot of things going on about that, get planners and stuff like that. Yes, it'll be on YouTube. We also stream it on our Facebook page. So mark that on the calendar if you would like to join us for that. It'll be a lot of great information, giveaways, discounts, free classes, all that good stuff. All right. Well, if you guys don't have any questions, then I will see y'all next Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern for your Arise IBO weekly news. And again, if you do want that notification when we go live, then you do have to, I think it's hit that little notification bell and subscribe, and it'll give you a notification automatically. No problem. Thank you for watching. Yes, you can IM me. And I did see your ACD question. I just can't answer it publicly here. But it starts back up in October. I can say that. The time has not been put out yet for that week. I usually do evenings with the classes, but I may do a combination of afternoon and evenings. All right. See y'all next Thursday.